We get around 0.
It'll be fine. We're going to do things.
No, honestly, fine.
All right, I'm interrupting all your conversations. All right, so we're going to back up 1 round so that the last time people kind of had to shout out what they were doing, and I don't think that's necessarily fair. So we are going to back up 1 round. Everyone is going to get 1 round, turn 0. So no spells have been cast yet, like the invisibility, all that stuff you guys kind of shout at the end has not happened yet. No characters have moved yet. So instead of 9 rounds until the spell completes, it's 10 rounds until the spell completes. So everyone will get around 0. So like all the characters, please, to roll initiative.
I'm still trying to pull up Roll20.
Okay, Beth, you get an extra D8 to your initiative.
Ooh,
What
my
happens when we
gosh.
crit fail initiative?
Yeah, you want to probably do that. You'd lose a turn.
I'm not going to have people lose turns on initiative critical failures. It's just not fun to not get your turn.
Okay.
God damn, Beth.
It was, let's see, Peach,
I was not looking to do it.
and Araya. That's amazing. All 3 of us.
How? Let's get our negatives out now.
No, y'all take the negatives for Esmond, please, and thank you.
All right.
It was a worthy sacrifice.
Peach,
Honest.
Peach and Araya and Doc just tripping over each other on our way to the battle. Just
Just the cartoon thing where they run into each other.
Chris, this is the problem with time traveling. You can't change it. We only have 9 rounds.
Oh no.
You can go back and try, but it's going to be the same every time.
Butterfly effect. If you missed it, Precious, go ahead and roll into initiative if you would. We're gonna rewind 1 round.
I did not yet add in what was D8.
Yeah, add a D8 to whatever, to your initiative, yeah. So 21 plus 5, so 26. Damn, look at you.
So you should be able to manually update that in the roller.
We get a 1d8 or a flat 8.
That's just for Kibeth.
Sorry.
All right. Does anyone still need to roll initiative?
I'm just gonna eat that one. It's delicious.
That's a lot of colors in the initiative.
I'm also eating the one.
Speaking of delicious, I have some Tokyo banana.
Banana.
You realize that's cardboard, right, Jess?
Banana.
They're Pikachu Tokyo banana. To eat all of my Japanese snacks that I've been like doling out carefully because all the food's gonna go bad while I'm gone.
Ooh, a 20 for Cypher. Nice.
Exception again.
All right.
It would be nicer if I knew what I was doing.
Oh no, did Sal have to drop? He was on a second ago.
See, that'll be fun. Okay. So the first thing that's going to happen is our round 0. We're rewinding from last time, and we're going to let everybody have a round 0 turn. Remember, on your turn, you can speak a phrase, like 1 breath worth of words, if you want to give information. Kibeth, you'll get your surprise round after round 0. Alright, so first is Kibeth.
Can we have Chris, can you verbally tell me what we already know about the situation? Just as a reminder.
Yeah, just a quick reminder. On the other side of some of these buildings are some monsters. One of them's huge. One of them is the Fabricator, who has a magical ability somehow to make the undead stronger. There are 2 cranes that are holding heavy loads of lumber, How you might interact with that, who knows? There are some undead scattered throughout the map. The Fabricator is doing some kind of ritual, and there are 10 rounds left until it completes.
Okay. And I was not present for any of the additional planning. Is it possible to give me at least a short direction of...
I don't think anything conclusive came about. Like, nothing
Okay.
honestly really changed.
And was any of our intelligence relay... Did any of the intelligence relay what direction, like, cardinally on the map, the big Fabricator was?
Yeah, northeast of you.
Okay.
Is it safe to share something more specific than that, Chris, since we
No.
kind of know? Okay.
Give me a second while I just sort of take in where the edges of these buildings are.
And remember, on your turn, you can speak 1 breath worth of words for free.
Practice taking really deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sneaking in closer to get a better look.
If you actually do want to sneak,
No, I think that the joke there is that everybody knows Kebeth's armor's a little loud.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I'm going to decide where I'm moving. Where I'm gonna ping Chris, is that an open, that seems like an open space?
yeah, based on the brief description that Doc gave, there are breaks in the walls and all kinds of stuff, but in terms of the way the map works, yeah, that's an open space that you pinged.
Okay, 1 movement gets me to there.
Okay. Please make an advantaged stealth. Actually, no. Oh, yeah. Make an advantaged stealth roll as you pass by that opening.
So that would be regular since I'm normally disadvantaged.
Mm-hmm. Nice. There doesn't seem to be any reaction as you dash through those buildings. Yeah. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, 1 second. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor. And I don't have the space to get large here, so I guess I'm not doing that yet.
You could do that cool scene where you get stuck in the alleyway, like scraping against the walls and your armor sparking.
I'm going to...
Does the spell that you're casting have a verbal component?
Hold on 1 second. Sorry, I wasn't quite ready. I'm up. Wait 1 second.
Also, Chris, what are we supposed to be seeing with regards to the map? My fog of war is really dark. Like, I can only see the folks in the hallway and then 1 room up higher. I know that you changed the settings around and stuff, but I can't see anything.
You can't see any of the map at all.
I can only see the one area with, like, the circle in the center and then the hallway that we are in currently.
Interesting.
Everything else is almost pitch black fog of war.
Like you can't even see the cranes and stuff?
Right. I can see. I'll take a screenshot.
Sure. Where are you posting the screenshot?
Let's put it in Gen Chat.
Okay.
Okay, so I've moved less than 60 feet away from Esmond.
Mhm.
I cast that spell that is a bonus action, and you ask the components. It is verbal and static.
Okay, give me 1 moment. What's the level of the spell?
1.
No reaction.
And I'm going to... I don't usually do anything other than a fight for my action. So, I'm going to use the hide action to, like, press myself against the wall, I guess, as much as possible.
I've already considered you hidden.
Okay.
You can hold your action.
Sure. I'll hold my action.
Okay. Casey, you're up. Also, did you? And you already spoke, so you told people what you're doing. Casey, you're up.
The building to our right. How tall is that building?
I think that one's a 1-story building.
Would it take an action to climb up that wall?
No, you could use your movement, but it's you climb it like half speed.
What if I use Sal? Casey runs at Sal. I'm going up.
Climbing Salinger is also half speed.
It looks cooler though.
Salinger, if you're just arriving, your old initiative you're already in. Good.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was 5 minutes late.
Casey kicks a barefoot up to Sal's quad. Having done this many times before, he doesn't think twice about it. Places foot firm on the quad and pushes up, spinning in the air to grab onto the rim of the ceiling, or the roof.
Right. Yeah, I think given the state of these buildings, a lot of cracks in the walls and growth, not too hard to climb. So you don't need to make a roll. It'll just be half movement.
Gotcha.
And as Casey climbs up Salinger and kind of jumps up there, you get some of you like as you look, you realize, wait, was Salinger there a moment ago? Maybe he was. Must be your imagination.
Casey pulls himself over the lip and disappears. A moment later, his head pokes back down, glances at Sal, glances over at Araya, and then holds the hand down. Come on.
Okay, I'm going to put you up on that roof. Well, you'll technically be inside the building, but there are cracks sort of in the ceiling, and you can see down into that building.
Okay, can I see any more of the kind of courtyard area from the roof?
No, because the interior buildings are taller and blocking your view.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and he'll stand there and hold action to assist Araya.
Good. Yeah, you can speak one breath. Well, you already did, I think.
Yeah, going on the roof.
Nice. All right, Starfrid, you're up. This is turn 0, sort of an extra turn. And if you need to delay, you need more time to decide, that's okay too.
I'm having a really hard time visually deciphering what I'm looking at, like what is buildings, what's not buildings, etc.
Okay, yeah, I can help a little bit. In terms of your immediate vicinity, directly on your left and your right and north of you are buildings. There's a T-junction up ahead of you and a T-junction to the south of you. And right now, that's all you can see. You've seen that on your right, Casey's jumped up on Salinger and climbed up onto the roof of the building on your right.
All of my stuff is so laggy. Give me another couple minutes to count some stuff out.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want us to wait, or do you want me to drop your initiative so that some people can go?
Let's let some other people go in turn 0. I should be ready before the end of turn 0.
Okay, sounds good. Salinger, you're up.
Sorry, not to jump turns. I still can't see anything except for just that hallway. So.
Oh no, you're fine. That all looks correct.
Okay. So it's not. I shouldn't be seeing what Isaac sees. I should be seeing just the hallway, and not even the buildings in front of me.
It's honestly close enough. You can use his screenshot as reference.
Okay, that's fine. No worries. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't something I couldn't plan around.
Yeah, Kate, I'm not seeing people or any of the enemies or anything in that view.
Oh no, yeah. I just couldn't
dark.
even see the buildings around me. It just looked like.
Yeah, it's a little inconsistent.
So I can use yours. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's oddly a little inconsistent. I should have moved everyone once everyone was in, but it doesn't matter that much. The thing you need to know is up ahead of you is a T-junction and south of you is a T-junction.
Yep, no worries. Thank you.
Salinger, you're.
Sal's going to look over his shoulder with this one breath. It's going to say, anybody else want to lift? So he gives a slight eye roll at Casey and then starts heading to the right.
Okay.
Let's try to stay close enough together.
You notice soot on your pants and vaguely in the shape of a footprint.
Somehow the soot stayed on his feet throughout all the snow.
It's hard to tell if it's a groan of effort as he starts to run towards combat or a groan of annoyance.
Okay, move slowly, 5 feet at a time as you go.
Since we're rolling back one round, we didn't get Longsider, right?
Yes, nothing has been cast
okay.
yet. Alright, as you get there, please roll an advantage stealth roll.
That's the thing that Kevin was scared of. And now I'm scared.
Checks out.
It is beautiful, though.
No reaction to your passing.
I think that's as far as I'm going to go. And then I'll hold an action to be able to respond as other folks try to get here.
Sounds good. Action.
And can I have a poppy when you get a chance?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Can you not control Poppy?
I just didn't see her on the screen. Maybe she's in the fog somewhere and I missed her.
I put her next to you. Small microphone note. Back your microphone up just about 3 inches. Just yeah.
Sorry. Now that I'm holding it by hand, I am instinctively eating it without thinking.
Yeah.
Is that a good distance?
Yeah, you could go even a little bit closer and fun, but yeah. All right, so you're holding your action, Shalati. And to be fair, Peach already has the whole bag of holding open, and it does take an action to get the item out.
But it's open.
One last
and I'm
note.
standing next to you.
Rage with the bonus action, hold the regular.
Okay, so you're raging?
Yes, please.
Sounds good.
Okay. Was it described that there are 2 cranes?
Yes, it was described there are 2 cranes. Each of them is holding a heavy load of lumber.
And the biggest monsters are nearer to the south crane?
Yeah, ish. Like in that area, I think was the general description.
Okay.
And just as a reminder, because I think this is something people would know, the controls for the cranes are at the top of the crane.
Shalati is going to... If we're stealthing, are we doing only half distance?
Because of the low visibility, I'm kind of giving you the benefit of the stealth, even if you're moving it full right now.
Okay.
For certain places, I'll make you... If I've made you roll a stealth roll, after that turn, you probably need to move half... Well, I'll tell you when you need to. For right now, you're considered in stealth.
Okay. So as she moves, she is going to use half of her movement to pull out a buckler at her belt, and then she's going to go.
You're not pinging if you're talking.
Oh, sorry. I mathed wrong. I forgot that it's 6 blocks per movement with 30 feet. So I have 2 more after this, I think. So I am going to go 1.
Okay. As you get right there, please make a stealth roll. Okay. And actually, I just realized, do you guys still have Pass Without Trace?
We do.
Okay. Yeah, nothing. As you kind of move out from those boxes, the shadows almost seem to move with you just a bit. And yeah, no reaction.
Which direction did Casey go over?
Casey's on the roof of the building to the south of you. You've lost sight of him now.
Okay. I think she will pull back 1 and leave it right there for now.
Alright, you are not in danger of being seen where you are right now unless something changes. Cypher, when you're ready, just let me know.
I am ready.
Okay, go ahead and take your turn 0.
So, as a bonus action, she will activate her tattoo. So the thick black, like shadow vines, sort of silently sprout out about her feet, and then she is going to move. Once I get into the T junction, is that when you want? Do you want me to move 5 feet at a time at that point?
Yeah. As you get there, on your left, you see a zombie with its skull crushed lying on the ground.
Is she close enough to kind of peer around that corner before just like waltzing right out around the corner?
When you move into a corner, I take into the idea that you're kind of peeking around the corner, but you do have to move into it.
Okay. Is that another turn towards the left right there in front of me, and then straight up? Is that like is like the building kind of open there?
Yeah, looking north of you is a hallway. Sort of an alleyway with some rubble. And that's all you can really tell right now. Immediately to the right of you is a break and would let you into a nearby building. Or, sorry, to the left of you.
Okay, that like a little bit forward and to the left, like a little bit to the north, and then to the left. That's an opening into a building or another alley, like between buildings.
I see. Going north of you, there is a building immediately to your northwest, or sorry, your northeast. A big building and you see some rubble, so there's probably a break in the wall. Immediately, we'll say both west and southwest of you is just one big building with a break in the wall you could enter into. Slightly north of that is like an alleyway, and north of that is another building. So ping, building, alleyway.
So that I pinged just there.
Could you ping again, please? For some reason, I cannot see your ping. Oh no, you froze. Ah, I saw it. Yeah, so that place you just pinged is an alleyway.
Okay.
Maybe there is a way. I wish there was a way to like turn off the exploration but leave on like the object fog of war. Just way to do it.
Oh yeah, where it's like grayed out but not blacked out.
Yeah, so you could see the map, you just wouldn't be able to see the creatures. I wish there was an easy way to do that.
Yeah, that would be convenient. Okay, let's see. I've got 5 more feet of movement. I'm going to take the dash action.
All right. As you get right there, please make a stealth roll.
Are we still benefiting from my pass without trace?
As long as you're still concentrating on it.
Okay. So that's a 32.
Yeah, no reaction as you pass.
All right, so she'll slip quietly down that narrow alleyway, peering around the next corner, and that I think uses up my whole turn.
All right. Next will be Esmond. I'm digging through things, getting Ishtalan. 1 second. Go ahead and take your turn, Esmond. I just might be slow to respond.
Okay. Esmond is going to quickly turn to Rhea, ask, "Can you turn me invisible?" Before looking to everyone else in the group. All right, everyone, we need to... everyone but Shalati and Kibeth need to focus on the giant creature. If we can take down the Fabricator, we can stop all of this. Rhea, turn me invisible, and then through the mind link in connection to Casey, Esmond is going to communicate to O. As soon as you and Araya are in position to silence the Fabricator, let me know, and I will do what I need to really get this thing going, I guess.
Be like 21, 30 seconds. It'll be done.
I'll be in position. I'm going to use a portion of my movement, move up to the corner, and hold my action. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreater on myself, and then hold my action from that point.
Okay, and you're not moving, you're staying where you are, right?
I was just moving up to this corner for waiting for Araya. Then I was going to hold my action.
Sounds good. Level 1, Expeditious Retreat's level 1, right?
Yes, it is. Sorry, I'll ping that. I forgot to do that, sorry.
Okay, no response. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm holding my action.
All right. Ava, you're up.
Ava takes a step down, so she's in reach of both Peach and Araya, and sort of grasps on their shoulders. Some energy flows through her and into them. She casts Aid. All three of them will get plus 20 to their max HP. Then she takes off and runs around the corner, trying to follow after everybody else, being as quiet as she can.
Before you move, what level is that spell?
It is a 4th level spell. It's a 2nd level spell being cast at 4th level.
Cool. No response.
Okay, and she gets to about here, and that'll be the end of her turn. I'll put the spell in the chat.
Also type in chat who you're casting on in case we need to reference it. Peach Pie, you're up.
Just a moment, I'm adding in my lovely headphones.
Ooh, your microphone is super quiet.
I was speaking super quiet into it. Is that better?
Yeah.
I was just kind of whispering for a second. So I'm just putting those 8 hit points in.
Cool.
So Peach will nod at Doc, and at Araya as Doc is casting that spell, and then she'll like a hop, skip, and a little jump toward that T junction. She's gonna head to the right, and does she see Sal as she rounds the corner?
Move to the corner.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I am looking at Isaac's map. I forgot I could move my person on the other one.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
looking down the hallway, you see Esmond's right there in front of you. Doc just passed, and you see Salinger up it.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna hold her action, but she is gonna move a little bit ahead of Doc, and she's gonna kind of crawl up to. Yeah, she'll stay here, and she's gonna kind of crawl over to Sal, and no, she's not gonna say anything. She doesn't have a mind link right now. She's gonna be quiet. Good. All I'm gonna do, just moving.
As you step right there, please make a stealth check. I rolled 20, started behaving strangely.
Oh, actually, as her action, Peach is gonna.
Well,
pull
before you
the,
do, before you do anything,
go ahead. Never mind.
Before you do anything else, make a stealth roll.
I did.
Oh,
It was
16.
24.
Oh, I need
23
to.
plus 1.
I need to reroll. I need to reload roll 20. Give me 1 sec. I can't see anything that's happening. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, Peach, no reaction to moving there. Continue.
And then, as her action, Peach is gonna pull out the giant glaive from her tiny little bag of holding and awkwardly wield it.
Giant glaive. Anything else on your turn?
She'll kind of wave the glaive slightly at Shalati, but that's it.
Alright, Araya, you're up.
As went north, right? Araya was watching, but I did not have the map up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Esmond's gone north and just right around the corner. Yeah, so as you move up, you can see Casey on the roof immediately to your right with a hand held down. And he earlier asked for you to, like, Isaac, come on. And then Esmond is just around the corner, but on the ground.
She lays a hand on Ez's shoulder. I'll see you later. And he casts invisibility on him. And then with a hand, I will grab Casey's hand to assist me while she twists the ring kind of nervously and allows the ring to make her invisible in a very different way than that which she cast on Ez.
Alright, that's good.
Dude, I have to make an athletics check to be able to do any of this Casey shit.
No. There's lots of things to, like, there's cracks in the walls. This is a pretty easy
Thank
one.
God! Okay, good. The maiden smiles on me this day.
Now, when you do your first spell, please, what level are you casting it at?
Just level 1.
Okay, give me 1 moment. After I open some stuff. Alright, no response. So Esmond is invisible, and then you vanish as well. The world all around you goes quiet, and black and white.
the moment I go invisible, I'm going to use my action, and I'm going to use my action to move forward.
That sounds good. Now, moving through your friends is difficult terrain. Just one.
Can I move myself up to Casey's spot-ishness, or is that like my next turn?
If you still have movement left, you can. And you climb at half speed.
Is where I put myself an appropriate spot too?
You can't occupy the same spot. You'll have to move left or down.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate.
Oh yeah.
Wildly inappropriate.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Okay, sorry. I was like, is there more roof? Is it black?
No, that sounds good.
Thank you.
And looking down through some of the cracks in the ceiling, you can kind of see. Can you see the layout sort of that room that you're over right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's cracks in the ceiling, and you can see into that.
Yeah. As you grab Casey's hand, it feels warm. And you hear in your head, "Hooray, did you just make a joke?" And you see him glance over in Ez's direction.
You don't see us.
You don't see her either, but you certainly feel the weight of her. It's a very strange sensation.
Okay. Now, Kabeth, you are going to get 2 turns here.
Not as useful when you don't know where the enemies are at all.
Yeah, you've gotten vague description for it there. And move kind of slowly. I'll let you know if you need to make more stealth rolls.
So I no longer can see Esmond.
True.
Which makes knowing how to stay within 60 feet of him very tricky.
Yeah.
She sees her friends coming down the hall, and she's going to walk back towards... I successfully didn't stand on anyone by accident. Excellent, because I couldn't see what was around the corner. And she's going to move to here. If I get large, can I fit through the passageway to the northwest of me? I end up occupying 4 squares, right?
No, yes, you occupy 4 squares. Yes, you could squeeze through.
Okay. I am going to... it's tricky when I have 2 turns in a row and I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, God.
Lips are clopping.
Rub that in.
Yeah, I guess I'll use my bonus action to get large.
All around you get smaller.
I'm just going to scoot her back in it behind that wall a little bit. And I am going... So that's... We'll count that as 1 turn. Basically, I don't have an action to use. I can... I'm trying to remember what, like, the actions that are not actually doing anything are.
Like, there's the dodge action.
Sure, I'll take the dodge action for the first turn, and then the second turn, can I hold my whole turn?
Can't hold your whole turn, but you can hold an action. You don't have to tell me what you're doing ahead of time. And you can use a reaction to then activate your movement, bonus action, or action, your choice, if something makes you want to do it.
Sure, I will be doing that.
All right, sounds good. So you're holding at the ready. Casey, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, Casey kind of looks over to where he thinks Rhea is. And, oh, she's still holding on to him.
I think you're still holding hands.
Yeah. He lets go of her hand.
She flies off into space.
And he says, keep up, yeah. We might have to go building to building. And he begins moving across this building, dodging any sort of structurally unsound looking sections of roof.
Where are you looking to go?
Pretty much straight east here.
Okay. Move 5 feet at a time, please. Okay, as you move right there, please make a stealth roll with advantage. I almost shouldn't even bother to make you guys roll. But you never. Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Keep down rolling. Can I see the guy?
Yes.
In the
Yeah, looking through a crack in the ceiling, you see what seems to be undead townsfolk kind of lumbering about.
Yeah, those that are in Casey's mind link, which I believe Araya, Ed, and Doc and Cyphered. I'll hear Casey say, "We got one undead in the building I'm on. Doesn't seem to know we're here." And I will bonus action dash. The building to my north, is that 2 stories?
Yes.
Yeah, with my... Can I try to jump to that side?
Mm-hmm.
As I'm sprinting across the roof? Yeah. So as Casey comes sprinting up here, he cuts to his left, places his foot right on the edge of the building, square and center, and pushes off to jump and grab onto the building to the north.
Yeah, making that jump will be a DC 12 athletics.
All right.
Don't go where I can't find.
She uses her reactions. No, is she in the mind link?
I'm in the mind link.
We did check it in gift chat already.
As Casey is in the air, you hear, "Don't sell yourself short." And he grabs onto the edge of the building and straight up.
With the cracks in the ceiling, you see another undead townsfolk in that building too.
Those in the mind link hear that as well. Another one in the taller one further out. Did I use my action to make that jump yet, Chris?
Let me think about that. Yeah, I think if it requires a skill check, yeah.
Yeah. Casey turns back and looks in the direction Aurea was. Holds out a hand. That's my turn.
Cypher, you're up.
Okay, so Cypher continues slinking along the side of the building. Chris, can you convey to me what that guy is in the middle? The reptilian-looking one.
Yeah. So what you see there is an enormous creature who seems to have a carapace of bony armor. There are black runes that have been carved into it with, looks like a blade, you're not really sure. It's quite large. It seems, it's not asleep, but it seems to be lounging. You do see an undead townsfolk sort of meandering about just northeast of you.
I'm trying to navigate the map, but my Mac wants to navigate away from the page.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not always looking at the gift chat, by the way. We're still gonna end at the normal time.
Chris, am I on the tallest building? Can I see the clearing from up here?
You are not on the tallest building, but you can see the clearing, I think. At least the majority of it.
Okay, can I just move up 3 squares to be able to see that and then move back?
Yeah, I think that'll be.
Okay.
Am I still benefiting from my previous stealth roll, or if I pass by that
I'll always,
zombie there in front of me?
when there are changes, I'll always make you make a new stealth roll. But from what I should say, by this point, you've realized that the zombies are much less perceptive than they used to be.
Seifert is going to...
Before you continue, leaving that corner that you're at right now, there's obviously some risk of being seen by anything more perceptive.
Okay. And then what are the limits? What are the rules for deciding to like hold an action? Like, could I complete my movement and hold an action, like that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so during your turn, you can hold your action, bonus action, or movement, your choice. And then whenever you see something that makes you want to respond by activating it, so long as you have your reaction, you can activate any of those three things.
Okay. Let's see. As soon as I step away from this corner, I'm at increased risk of perception. Is that what you said?
For sure, yeah. Under the assumption that you're moving north.
We also just... Oh, I zoomed out, and now I realize there's actually way more that I can see than just the bony plate guy. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a bit about the other things I can see?
It's a little obscured, but you see a little bit of movement behind one of the cranes, and I think you've seen these things enough to where you realize bluish sort of toned undead creature, quite large, hulking and muscled, is one of those builders. They move fast, they can jump, they hit really hard. But beyond that, seems to be some sort of ritual circle, and you see some very large undead creature, lots of exposed bone, wearing the robes of a fabricator. And it seems to be doing a ritual that involves something green, but you've seen it up close. I think it'd be easy for you to tell. It's the other half of the Deathbrew Alchemist. It's doing something to it.
Cypher's going to hold her action.
Salinger, you're up.
Does Giant Kabeth provide cover?
You get +2 armor class hiding behind her.
Good to know for the future.
You have to crouch, though.
And do I know if I can pass through this figure in front of me without it being...
Why would you be able to pass through Shalati?
That's You know what I'm asking.
Technically, you have pass without trace.
I think
Maybe that
Ishtalan,
means your imprint on the world.
yeah, Ishtalan's been fairly tangible, right?
Yeah, she occupies her space.
I
Okay,
tried pushing her once.
So it'd be
Oh, yeah.
difficult terrain, essentially, to pass through both of those squares.
Difficult terrain, yeah. Yeah, one time you tried to pass your hand through Ishtalan, she pulled a knife on you.
Okay, so I think what Sal's going to do is sneak up to this point and then hold his action. I guess I shouldn't say my intentions, but he's not going to push through them. He's probably going to follow them.
Sure. Shalati.
As soon as he gets so close, Ishtalan looks at him, gives him a bit of a side eye and a smirk before she pushes past him. She feels vaguely there's a moment of resistance and then she kind of floats through, but her pace is a little bit slower, so she's gonna move right by him. And then Shalati pretty much does the same. So that's 5, 10, 15. 5. Esmond is invisible right now, right?
Yes.
So this is basically 35 feet, and then she jostles into him without realizing he's there. There's like, she makes an audible as she bumps into him, kind of like does this for a minute with her free hand, and then goes and grabs the glaive that Peach is holding out for her. Gonna put that in. So that's half a movement to grab it, and then half movement to like put it in its little carrying thing.
I think you could grab it and store it with the same half movement. Like anything
Okay.
that happens at the same time is fine.
Okay, so that's another 15 feet. So it's 35, 50. So 1, 2. Is this little bit right here? Does that give me sufficient cover to hide behind?
As long as you're at the corner.
So here or here?
Yeah, because there's some rubble in front of you.
Okay. She's gonna crouch down and she's still stealthed, right? So I don't have to use an action to hide.
Yeah, you don't need to, yeah, you guys haven't been noticed yet, so you're fine. Right there, you would have to make a stealth roll, but I'm not going to make you roll because, like, you guys have crazy bonuses right now.
Okay. I think she's going to crouch down and use her and use an action to dodge. So that should be bonus. Yeah, that's a bonus dash and a regular movement to do all that movement and grabbing of stuff, and then her action to dodge.
Sounds good. Yeah, if you guys move into a position where it's very likely you'll be seen, then I'll have you roll. Esmond, you're up.
Esmond's going to move 10 feet forward, and Kibeth is going to feel a tug at her giant hip, and you hear you hear from down below, "Hey, I'm going to get set up by the crane. You and Shalati, I'm gonna need you to back up once things go ham. Tell everyone else to focus the Fabricator if you can." And you feel him let go, and you hear as I'm going to use my movement and bonus action to head forward. I will tell you what I do once I reach the end of that.
And Chris, since I don't know where he is.
Ooh, Esmond. As you move right... Oh, you're invisible.
I'm invisible.
Let me know if he gets at 60 feet away from me.
Is there something that would let you know if you move 60 feet away from you?
My spell would end.
Gotcha. I'm gonna use my newfangled measuring tool.
That's a big bomb.
Where the heck?
Ducks,
Where
your death passing over.
Where is Kaba? Oh, I see it. You're big.
I'm the biggest player character on the map. How do you lose me, honestly?
It's that plus 10.
I thought you were one of the enemies.
Maybe I am. If you're DM.
Yeah, also, Esmond is aware of this 60-foot limitation as well, and so would calculate how far out he could actually get from Kibeth and still stay within range of her, so...
Yeah. Esmond, make a perception check. Or insight check, your choice. Yeah. As you move up, though you're invisible, you see that the big creature to your northwest, it stirs. There's a grinding sound as it turns its head in your direction. You don't see its eyes focus on you, but it tilts its head a little bit, and you see its big claws spread out on the ground.
Can I see this happening?
Yes.
I'd like to take my action.
Okay. Go ahead.
I seriously cannot pan to the left without it trying to back out of the roll 20 completely. Cyphered is going to take the dash action and run north.
Yeah, as you move across, you see that the creature has turned its head sort of in the direction away from you. And then you sneak by at the perfect opportunity, but you do still need to make a stealth roll.
That's
Million, yeah.
30.
No response.
I'm going to halt my movement, and I'm going to use my action to fiddle around with some materials in my satchel, and I'm going to create a. I'm going to use my magical tinkering ability, and I'm making something in my satchel. But that's my turn.
Tinker. I like it. Ava. And as you're ending your turn, Esmond, the creature still, its head is in your direction. Again, its eyes are not focused on you, but it is looking through you.
Oh, that's a big old thing. Ava catches a glimpse of a very large, tanky-looking lizard friend. She moves around the corner. She remembers that she doesn't have to touch people in order to do this, and cast one more spell as she moves back behind this building. Once again, aid, but this time at 3rd level. And Shalati, Sal, and Kibeth, you guys get plus 15 to your max HP for 8 hours. I'll write it down. Yeah, and then so as not to waste too much movement, she asks in the mind link 2 things really quick. She's like, how close are you? Casey, how close, how much longer? And also, where's Seifert? Where are you?
Since it's part of the mind link, am I able to speak freely?
You're not transmitting, Chris.
Oh, I'm not?
You are now.
Okay, weird. So in the mind link, it's all directed through Casey. It's not an open communication through everybody. So when Ava spoke, it was just to Casey.
Yeah, I'm happy to relay anything between people.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And just to confirm, Patrick, you said it's plus 15.
I think he's probably typing it out.
I'm typing out.
Yeah, so those in Casey's mind: Araya, Doc, Seifert, and Ez. You'll hear from Casey. Doctor's checked in. What's everyone's status? Araya should be here in a couple seconds.
Seifert will speak to Casey in the mind link. I've positioned myself down the tracks on the opposite side of the clearing. I have a pretty good vantage point. I'm ready to get someone's attention.
Seifert's ready. Array will be minute. Ez.
I need another 12 seconds to be ready.
All right, Pete, you're up.
Sorry, I was very distracted by my interruption.
Halflings everywhere. We saw them.
I'm gonna hold my action because I have to go and deal with my family for a second. So
Okay, I'm just gonna. Cool. I'll just bump your initiative down to the end.
Thank you.
Araya, you're up.
Excellent. She creeps silently over the... It's normal movement over the roof now that I'm on the roof?
Yes.
Okay. It's 55 to get there, so I'm going to use my dash. Oh, but I'm not a rogue, so I can't use dash as a bonus action, right?
Unless you're a rogue. You're hiding it.
Well, I'm going to grab his hand, and I think that's the most that I can do in this one.
Well, you do have 5 feet of movement left, so I would let you make an athletics check in order to leap out and try to grab onto his hand.
Okay, Casey, I'm gonna do a leap of faith, and I am aiming towards your hand, and if it goes awry, it's not your fault.
Just make a DC 12 athletics check.
As she's saying that, Casey closes his eyes.
Makes sense.
I wish it could be acrobatics.
Of course.
0.
Is that natural one gonna stand?
That's a spectacular roll.
No! Sure! I fall! I can't!
You leap forward. I'll tell you what happens. You leap forward, and Casey does grab onto your hand. Unfortunately, the added weight was just too much for the roof. There's a crack and a collapse. Both of you go tumbling downward, smacking into the ground on opposite sides of the wall, landing prone. There's a growling sound that rumbles throughout the ground.
It was meant to be! Yep. No, wait! Hold on! I have some maiden shit! Hold on!
Oh. Well, I don't think there's nothing that can let you re-roll at this point. Unless, maybe you do have something. It's an ability check.
I have a sorcerer thing. Hold on.
Okay, if you have something that might let you do it.
I can spend a sorcery point to re-roll an ability check.
Perfect situation. This is where you would like to use it.
Yeah.
So as you grabbed Casey's hand, some of him rubbed off on you.
Please let it rub off. You guys, if I roll another one, like...
Rest in peace, Araya.
If you roll another one, restart roll 20.
It was a matter of faith.
So as you leap through the air, you imagine what could have gone wrong. But you feel Casey's hand grab onto yours, hauls you up onto the roof. There's a slight, there's the faintest glow from the feather.
I love my ability reroll. Fudge.
As Casey pulls her up onto the roof, you hear in your head, "You're getting off my circulation."
I'm not letting go. Like, it is both hands clinging to your arm. There's a tail magically around your freaking ankle. Like, she is clinging to you like a cat over a bathtub. It is a problem right now. Terrified, but not screaming out loud. An invisible cat clinging onto you. I'm so sorry.
Screaming in the mind.
Just like, Casey.
Casey's grinning, but you can see in his eyes. Calm down.
I'm gonna cry now. That's all Yep.
So what'd I miss?
Oh my god.
Okay. Peach Pine?
I'm laughing so hard my setup is shaking. Oh my god. Yeah, Peach is just going to slowly move to keep up with her friends and take no action other than just moving 5 feet at a time, like a good little stealthy girl.
Sneak.
Oh, Chris, I had one quick thing I wanted to say. Since I just do it real fast. I shouldn't change anything. My computer just crashed before I could talk. Is that okay?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. After she does the thing, she says to the group right there, sort of in this staged whisper. She's like, "If the silence doesn't work for whatever reason, Kibeth, if you want to hit it really hard, just let me know and I'll help."
Are you saying that with your mouth?
Yeah. Hushed whisper, saying it with my mouth.
Carry on.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt, Kate.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Peach is just peering around this little corner. And that'll end her turn.
All right. So I'm going to try to do a thing where I'm just going to, like, when there's big mobs of the same thing, like all these undead guys, I'm just going to put them last initiative so they all go at the same time. And that just should make everything go way faster. But for right now, nobody's noticed any of you, so all the undead just... So that completes the first actual round. The first real round. So there are 8 rounds remaining until the spell. Kavath, you're up.
I lean over I speak to the friends in immediate vicinity. and I whisper, "Ez says, Shalati and I distract the creature. The rest of you fight the Fabricator. Are we ready to go?" And she's not gonna really wait for you to respond because it's not your turn, so you kind of can't unless you want to use a reaction.
Do I have to use a reaction to nod?
Yes, to convey information.
Okay.
I will count it as difficult terrain to move through my friends, I guess. 1 second.
Some are more difficult terrain than others.
I don't think I can squeeze down the narrow alleyway anymore now that I think of it, so.
If it's 1 block wide, you can.
I can?
If I remember from being Big Vanya, you can squeeze down to a size 1 level smaller than you are.
But do I just run Peach over?
I mean, girl, don't. But, like, you can navigate around me as difficult terrain. Do something cute about it. Don't run me over, please, but you can fit through this gap.
Squeezing is all difficult terrain, right? If I recall correctly.
Yeah, certainly.
Does difficult terrain stack? Like if you're trying to squeeze and go through your friends?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, Peach isn't technically in the narrow part yet, so they're not stacking, thjust next to each other. It's just one long continuous difficult terrain.
I agree. No, I think you're right. Actually, you just brought up something that I think is a good idea. I think you can nod yes or no in response to a question for free. I think we're gonna do that. But you can't.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just a yes or no, nothing else.
I technically can't see Shalati's head because of the shadow of the building. I can see her feet.
She wiggles her bum.
Tap your foot once for yes, twice for no.
All right. I am going to elegantly hop over Peach.
Mm-hmm. I do want to warn you, if you can't stop in the square there, you'd be squished though.
But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go past the building. I'm going down the hallway. I'm flavoring it as jumping over Peach.
No, that's fine. That's fair. If it's relevant in the future, I just don't want you to be surprised by it.
How high is Gabeth's vertical jump?
Really fucking high. I can easily go over you.
She's got mad hops.
So I can definitely make it, I think, to here. That's 40. I normally have 60.
You're fine. As you move through that break in the wall, just behind you, please make a disadvantage stealth roll.
Ooh.
Is that double disadvantage?
Yeah. But you still have your plus 10, as far as I know. Roll one more die.
So 17 is the lowest.
All right, I'm going to actually make a perception check this time. Because Esmond did sort of stir the creature's attention. Oh. Yeah, as you move through that opening, you see the creature's eyes snap onto you on a low...
I'm going to use a spark. Using a spark to have you reroll that.
Well, you can't because I already rolled its perception check.
It's probably okay because I was going to keep doing things. It's fine. Chris, did you move the big thing, though? Because I had seen part of it, and then suddenly my perception of it changed.
No.
That's weird. Like, I moved it below Ez, I saw a good chunk of it, and then suddenly I looked again, and I saw just its toe, and I was like, did I move again?
Interesting. But yeah, so we're going to pause right there. You still have the rest of your turn, but there's a low rumble that goes through the creature. A sound you feel vibrating sort of in the heels beneath your feet. And I'm going to roll the other creatures into initiative. You still got the rest of your turn, but just pause here while I do.
Once Kabeth resolves, I was going to use that held action, just as a heads up.
Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good. Give me one moment. Actually, it might take me a second to do this. You can talk in the mind. Well, if you want to use a restroom break, now would be a great time.
Chris, I hate that gift that you shared. I didn't know a person could move like that. That is making me so upset.
Apparently, it's a whole thing. Like, girls, teenage girls who run around rings like horses, and they actually jump over.
No, horse girls is just supposed to be girls who are obsessed with horses. Oh,
There's horse girls and there's horse girls.
Yeah, these are the next
You
level
worked in
horse
a high
girls.
school and you never saw someone running down the hallway like that?
You know,
I
never-
lived through high school and I didn't see
You know, I
them.
worked in a city though. These kids have never seen a horse.
Oh yeah, country school. That's why I saw this already in
Yeah.
real life.
I know that we have a general sense of where the thing is, but without it visually being there, I want to like pre-measure some stuff, but I can't.
It's a smaller kid.
So, Jess, from up there, you can actually see more of the entranceway. If you move your token like 4 squares up, that's probably what you can actually see.
Yeah, so right where I just moved you is what you can see from the rooftop.
Thank you. Oh, okay. I'm going to quickly measure and then you can move me back, but I'm just going to measure. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna have all the zombies are just last in initiative. Okay.
When we're done with them, they'll be in shambles.
Yeah. So Kabeth finished some movement. Salinger, are you interrupting there? Or are you waiting until after the turn? Or are we? People want to use it?
I think people went to the restroom.
Yeah, I think we're break.
Quick break.
Lumber, really.
Kabeth.
Okay, I use more movement because I can dash as a bonus action. I'm gonna move to here. There, I'm standing underneath the crane, kind of, and I'm gonna hold my action. I still have some bonus action. Or sorry, I still have some dash movement left. I assume that goes away.
Goes away if you do not use it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. So I assume you can't like stand in the circle part.
Right.
Okay, but you can stand around the edge like I am, and I assume that it is quite tall, right?
Yes.
Okay, so plenty of clearance for me and assumably the creature underneath.
Yes.
Okay, yep, holding my action.
Okay. So seeing Kabeth run off, Sal will dash down that alley in the direction that we're supposed to go with the help.
Take your movement.
Didn't realize I had fallen out.
If you're going to fall someplace, this is the time.
Wait, Kevin, you weren't here?
Did I miss something?
Yeah, and Salinger, as you're passing by that building, through the opening in the north, the break in the wall, you see the enormous shape of the Blood King. And it begins to stir. And it's turning towards Kabeth. Casey, your turn.
Casey reaches at his arm that's held stiff out in front of him in an awkward position, not like he's holding up. And he's like, and peels an unseen arm off of one side, and then kind of cups the hand. And says, "Sounds like we're starting." And he takes a step forward to the edge of this building. And yeah. He says in the mind, like, "We're gonna need your silence because we're about to get loud." And he snaps his finger, and this smell of sulfur kind of erupts from his hands and fills Araya's nose as both of his hands are engulfed in flames, essentially, and then up to his forearms as this ball of fire that he's creating grows larger and larger. And then he leans back, and with a deep, guttural word of Ignan, he yells out, "Run!" and throws out a giant ball of fire that lands between these three creatures north. I think I can get all three of them. The jelly cube, the bone skeleton, and then the large guy to the left of them.
All right.
Let me know if I can get all of them. If not, I can adjust. I might be able to get the guy up.
Can you use the new measuring tools?
Yeah.
Like, can you use the circle measure?
Oh, no. Where would I find it?
You have to choose like the new UI. It's fine. You can just measure from the point. You can just use the regular measure tool to measure from the center.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius.
Question: Casey was present when we fought the things before, right? Or was he up close during most of the fight? I can't remember.
He was in the basement with us.
Yep. I think I can get all of them.
Is this something that...
Yeah, can we do a roll for this, maybe? Like a memory roll?
Sure, Casey. Roll an intelligence ability check.
That's my best.
Everything's fine.
Oof. All right. So yeah, this ball of fire flies out and lands in the middle of these four guys and erupts as the flames come out and wash over each of them as he casts fireball.
Ooh. And that makes some saving throws.
Should be DC 15 save.
Do top, down, left, right. Gonna have to find a quick way to sort through all these character sheets.
He just keeps saying terrifying things.
Okay, lots of twos. We have a 22 and a 22 from the Fabricator. Pass. The Monstrous Railed Worker. Pass. Ping one more time where you actually... You'll hit that guy too.
Yes. Yeah, it should hit the zombie to the north too.
Failure. So we had 2 successes, 2 failures against 35 fire damage.
Does the jelly cube not do it either?
Jelly Cube automatically fails because it's currently stunned.
So if it fails, it takes 35 fire damage. If it succeeds, 17. And any flammable objects in that area catch on fire.
That's right. Tell me a story, please, as you disintegrate one of those townsfolk.
Yeah, this ball of fire streaks out, illuminating the whole courtyard. And when it hits, there's just, as the flames wash out over the ground, melting any snow that might be there and engulfing each of the 4 creatures. When it subsides, you can see the north one's just a charred husk on the ground. Casey ducks down on the roof, glances back where he thinks Araya is. Did you see that?
Right. A blast of fire washes over the ritual, igniting some of the reagents of whatever's happening there. There's an otherworldly wail that comes out from the Fabricator, and you hear it answered by so many of the undead townsfolk all around you.
Yeah, it's my turn there.
Yeah, as you see some of the reagents burn, you can see another blast like that will disrupt the ritual. Cyfred, it's your turn.
For climbing the buildings, it just takes movement, but it's difficult terrain. Takes twice as much movement. Is that right?
Yeah, these buildings are easy to climb, so it's just double movement, unless you need to make a jump.
And how tall are they? Like, how much movement does it take to get up?
The one that you're at is a single story, so it's 10 feet tall.
What about the one that's catty corner to me? I'll ping it.
Same, 10 feet.
Okay. Cyfred is going to run across the tracks to that other building, and she is going to climb up it.
Should be fixed.
To place her, how would I place her where she is like on top of the building, but I'm not like restricted by the building walls, like visually?
You just keep yourself on the outside. Like, you can kind of move yourself back and forth between them.
Okay, so it's gonna look like, oh, actually, the building is busted so far open that if we kind of cheat it where she's a little bit towards the front, I can still see everything. What is the roof like? Is it flat? Is it peaked? Like, is it possible to kind of, not just like be standing up in the open, like just one story above everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're pretty exposed on the roof because they are slanted for rain and stuff like that, because this is a very rainy part of the world. We'll say if you're on the northern side of the building, you're kind of protected from view from the south, and so the peak, all the peaks are run horizontal through the middle. Does that make any sense?
Okay, so if I were like on the left side of the building, and she were like sort of crouched down low, she would be partially obscured from the right side.
Nah, because it'll be a single fold in the middle, so the fold is horizontal.
The opposite. Yes, horizontal, not vertical. Got it. Okay, so she will. I'd like her to be a little bit on the other side, as she's like, yeah. Okay, and I remember the stuff I can say, but I can just sort of like move her for visual purposes and then put her back, and that's fine. Okay. So that's just her movement, and she's going to hold her action.
Good. Salinger, you're up.
Sal, as soon as he sees this Blood King, though he doesn't know it's called that, grits his teeth, lowers his head, and starts running as fast as he can towards him. I'm just going to move and dash. Is that moment difficult because it's either Esmond or Rubble?
If you go on that side, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same total number of squares if I do difficult or go around him. Looks like I can get there, and Poppy will follow behind me, and I'll use my bonus action to have her dodge.
That's good. You didn't move through the tower, though, right?
No, I counted around it to get to 60. Oh no, I lost her in the fog of war. I should have moved her with me the whole time.
Wait, delete her? Oh, she's sitting under echelon. All right, yeah. Salinger, as you move around that tower, you see the Fabricator. Its hands like enormous claws weaving back and forth as it's casting some sort of spell on that enormous gelatinous cube. You can see some of the reagents around her on fire, but it seems to be focusing still on the spell.
It's actually scarier not knowing what's going on. I just got this tiny little sliver of a window to see. I can't even see where Sal is.
Sorry, Salinger, did you finish your turn?
Yeah, I was just sitting here with my jaw down after the description. That's everything I could do.
The Blood King is going to begin stomping forward. moves closer to Kabeth. Can't help but notice it's right under the lumber. It opens its enormous jaws, its head larger than all of Kabeth.
Can I trigger my action?
Yes.
It's moving in to bite me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit it.
Hit it.
Me trying to remember what weapon I said I was holding. Great sword.
$23. Does that hit? Yes, it does.
Is this thing undead?
Yeah, based on the decay that you see, bits of its armor partially exposed holes and cracks. Dead flesh.
Please hold while I roll all my extra bonuses.
Do it.
That's 22 damage total on the first hit.
22 damage. Of what types?
11 slashing plus 2 damage against undead, so I don't remember what that means. That one is. Sorry. That's... And the Giant's Might is whatever damage it is, so I guess that's 16... 18 slashing damage and 4 radiant.
Okay, sounds good.
It's extra piercy for undead.
Extra piercy?
I'm making a joke that since you said that it's extra damage against undead, it's just the flesh is a little weaker. It slices a little extra hard. I don't know.
Gotcha. Let's see. Okay. You learn that this creature is resistant to slashing damage, but not radiant.
Well, I can't change weapons in between taking 2 attacks in one action, right?
Not in the way that you did it. Yeah. Not as that reaction. If it was on your turn, you potentially could.
Okay. Well, she's kind of like, shoot. But she's going to swing and hit again with the same weapon anyways.
All right.
I now have so many different kinds of attacks now. I'm like, where is I gotta make this thing bigger. I need my glass. Oh. Can I use one of my snack points?
You absolutely can.
Oh no.
Chris, did you curse this session?
Rhea,
what the
told you.
hell?
No,
They're
told
supposed to be
you.
mine.
No, hold on. But actually, though, we had this issue recently. We had this issue not too long ago.
Are you close enough to touch Casey?
Yeah.
Are you a sorcerer secretly?
I don't have any movement.
Did you try
No.
turning it off and turning it back on again?
Do you have anything that can grant you a plus after the fact, just to make it not a critical
It'll
fail?
still be a critical failure with a plus.
Oh.
Well,
Can her failure proc my attack? Or sorry, my held action?
After it's resolved.
bring it on, Chris.
Okay. Is there anything... Do you have any abilities that will let you reroll?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, as you swing the weapon in the creature's mouth, as it's coming in to bite you, you hit its teeth and boom, it chomps down. You lose grip on your weapon into its mouth. And you're disarmed.
Easy come, easy go.
Now, if you would like to, Cypher,
Will it
you
let it
can
go?
follow that.
I'm never unarmed, Chris.
But now if anyone gets bit by it, they get extra slashing damage.
It's okay.
See, you wonder, why do creatures, when you cut open their stomach, have loot inside?
This is why.
That's how it happens.
So if we get swallowed by it, and then we just find the weapon in the stomach,
That
We can
happen.
recover the weapon after we kill it. It'll be in the stomach with the loot.
It'd be amazing.
I have seen Waterworld. I know how this works.
Once we get it back from the stomach, maybe it'll do acid damage.
I just want to know the story about how Vithedrin got the longsword in his stomach. I don't want to know what battle he was in that happened.
That's right.
Chris, for clarity, out of character, if when you switch a weapon or draw a new weapon in a fight, what action economy does that take?
Half of your
For my
movement.
next-
Half of your movement.
Okay.
You could also
Good
do
to
it with an action, but you'd just be taking dash essentially.
Okay, I just wanted to know for my next round so I can plan ahead.
Sure.
I will not be using my held action just yet.
Let's see. Continuing the Blood King's turn. He was coming in for a bite. It bites at Kitbath. It does not currently have advantage, though. So I assume a 15 does not hit.
It does not, because I have armor on.
All right, there's a big clang as it tries to bite onto your armor and tries to shake you around, but you're too strong. It is going to use a bonus action. And it makes like pouring forth from its mouth.
I mean,
The
it can only have so many bodies in there, though, right?
Chris is gonna try to
Seven.
grab me again.
Yeah. You see what seems to be an undead wielding your weapon. Let's roll it into initiative.
Perfect.
Oh, hey, that's where I put it.
All right.
I'm so pleased, Chris. This is the best outcome. Thank you. This is making my night.
I just lost initiative.
You lost initiative? Oh, I closed it. I'm sorry. Alright, can it do anything else on its turn? It cannot, but it now gains access to its legendary actions. Ooh. You hear a bit of chanting from the north. You've heard it before.
Chris was really like, what if we make the campaign super gross?
It's colorful.
No, this is like when a boss comes back as a regular mob.
it doesn't need to concentrate on his ritual.
That's a different creature.
Wait. Oh, okay. I did not realize that.
Charlotte.
Okay. She is going to. The height of this rubble. Can I just leap over it?
Yes. If you move through it, it's difficult terrain, but if you have something that can make you leap, you can go over it.
I mean, I have my legs.
Oh, yeah. As long as you're fine, like not stealthing and whatnot.
Yeah, I think the time for stealth is probably past at this point. How tall is the crane? Like, basically, how high up is it a rope or is it a chain that's holding those logs together?
So from where you are right now, you can't quite see, but if you get closer or you get free of if you get their line of sight, I'll let you know.
I mean, that's my plan. I'm going to be moving out anyway, so.
Okay. Yeah, what you see...
But yeah, just consider me like right there.
Yeah, as you clear the debris, you can see that the main cables run sort of parallel to the train tracks and then kind of go to the tower and then up. But they are thick cables, but you realize you could cut them from the ground. You don't have to... that's an option. Roll smithing or tinkering tools.
What ability would that be? I don't have either of those.
Just intelligence then.
You got this, Shalati.
Or wisdom, actually. You could use wisdom.
Well, wisdom would give me a slightly better roll, so it's a 14 plus 2, so it'd be 16.
Okay, that's enough. Yeah, you realize more than 20 points of damage in a single blow would cut the cable. Not per turn in a single attack.
And how high up is it?
About 80 feet.
How tall was the bullet?
It's like 30 feet tall.
Sorry, I need to check my...
That would be a very strangely shaped creature. We're going to say it's 20 feet tall.
It's long, like a train car.
It's 6 miles tall.
Just give it a push it over. Just extends into the sky.
Yeah, if we rotated the screen, it gets very weird.
It's one of them 5-dimensional creatures.
More than 20 points, you said? In one blow?
Yeah.
She is then she focuses before she jumps over the rubble, takes a deep breath, her head goes down and her eyes begin to glow with the snakes writhe up around her, and she is just gonna move. Do I have to go all the way next to it, or is it covering basically all this ground? I don't know if you can see my measuring thingy. Like,
I'm not sure.
If I go here, can I?
Oh, I see.
If because it's kind of long and narrow, but it presumably threatens that entire 5 by 5 foot square.
For big creatures like this, I'm going to use their graphic, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Because otherwise it gets weird. You're like 15 feet away from it.
Okay. So she basically just moves to there and pulls out one of the javelins, not the one that's attached to the chain return, from her shoulder, and it's just going to chuck it at the bullet. Ooh, so that's 12 piercing. And it now has disadvantage against, as she does so, like one of the snakes sort of wraps around the javelin and bites into it and holds onto it.
I'm sorry. Oh, you're using your ranging ability?
Yes.
Sounds good.
And then I wonder. I think I'm going to action surge, and then I will use my bonus to dash closer. I'll take whatever. If the zombie wants to make an attack, well, actually, I don't. I think the extra bonus move, I don't actually go near it. Yeah, never mind. I'll just skirt around it. Should it be here or here?
There's fun. The previous
Okay.
one.
And then she comes skidding in and will just make. She just does a simple shield bash. Does 14 hit?
14 just scrapes on its thick armor.
But she is basically just going to be close enough there. I might shift up one depending on how the movement count moves out. But it's either going to be here or like right there.
All right, sounds good.
And then I can't see her, but Ishtalan is going to move as well. I also cannot grab her because I can't see her. But,
let me give you vision on her.
Where is she?
Hold on, let me give you vision on her.
Okay. And she's just going to move. She's not going to do anything.
Okay. You should be able to see her now.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. So that's your turn. And were there any interruption? Oh, I forgot. Were there people taking held actions? At the end of Shalati's turn, the creature is going to use a legendary action. As soon as the javelin sticks in and the snakes begin to swirl over it, its head snaps towards Shalati.
I don't. How much?
Sorry, I think she would have moved that way. Just hold on.
What is the roll, Chris?
Say that again?
It doesn't look like there's a d20 that was rolled, or am I missing it?
No, it's a saving throw thing.
Oh.
But I'm doing some measuring. Sorry, this new tool is awkward.
Beth, take notes.
Yeah, so you see this thing turns and charges into Shalati, driving her backward towards the wall. Doesn't move far enough to make contact with the walls behind. But you can see.
Do I not get a saving throw?
You may get a saving throw, but not. One second. Yeah, make a DC. Sorry, yeah, DC 16 saving throw. Okay, so in the original spot that you were at, from there move to the nearest spot that you would choose that is not in the creature space. So I think you were like there.
It was like there, I think. Okay. So any spot in the general direction?
Nearest possible that is not occupying the thing. And if they're equal, you can choose. That is occupying.
Okay. 15, 18. Okay, so this one right there?
Yeah, I think it's that one or the one above it are really your choices.
Okay.
I think you'd be one north of that. That's as far south as you could go. Yeah, so it turned and boom, tries to barrel through you, but you managed to glance off to the side.
Oh, do I need to make another? Oh no, this is the. Wait.
It's for other creatures.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Esmond, you're up.
Immediately in the mind link, hearing the chanting, Esmond is going to communicate to spread the word. If anyone is up north, they need to stop that chanting no matter what. It's going to summon a creature and it's going to keep enlarging it. And then seeing the Bullet King causing ruckus, mayhem, Esmond is going to yell, still invisible. Well, it moved from under the crane.
Yeah, it is no longer under the lumber.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Esmond is going to yell, still invisible, lower it back, clear the area, and then run to reposition himself. Movement and bonus action, and I'm going to hold my action.
Right.
Doc and Cypher hear in their heads one of those flesh wizards up the north chanting stuff if we can stop it.
What direction, like, is there a way I can get a general sense of where the chanting sounded like it was coming from?
Yes,
from where I am?
general direction for you is to your east. Oh, actually, let's call it northeast.
Okay. How can you
I'm gonna move you. Like you can see off the top of the roof. So.
Okay. What am I seeing?
You're seeing a building to your northeast with a break in it. As far as I know. Can you see creatures in there? I just can't see what you see.
I can. Everything is just incredibly tiny.
Good, sounds good. Yeah, I think what you see is you peek over the roof. You see... Wait, those robes are familiar. That's one of the givers. Those are the people who used to make the food for town. It's conjuring something. You see meat just coalescing of nothing crawling over itself, hands reaching out of themselves, out of mouths that form, and then swallowing their own limbs. It's getting bigger.
That's horrible and I hate it. Okay, one second. Let me contemplate my held action for a second. And what part of that building is caved in? Is it just that front part that's sort of close to where I am?
Well, I mean, remember, this is kind of representing your character perspective. So there's this stuff you can't see, but it looks as though the southern part of that building is pretty caved in.
Gotcha. Okay. What are the, will you remind me of the rules of concentration?
Yes, you can only concentrate on one spell at a time unless you have something weird that allows you to do more. And if you take damage, there's a chance that you lose concentration. If you cast another spell that requires concentration, you immediately lose it. And you lose it when you attempt to cast the spell. While she's deciding, Beth, what are the stats on your weapon?
One moment. You asked me as I'm holding a piece of pizza in my mouth, like, huh? Oh.
Nothing more Quebec than that moment.
I believe it's a +2 greatsword. Do you need to know anything else? Additional 1d6 if you hit one of your own friends.
Bonus to undead.
Yep.
This is where we find out if Quebec's undead.
Was it Vithedrian sword?
It was. So I'm sure he's fine with this.
What are the rules for jumping off of buildings?
It's only single story, so you're fine for a 10-foot fall.
How does height affect the calculation for a jump range? Do we just ignore it?
I'm sorry, ask one more time. I missed that a little bit.
If I have, if I can jump, say like 5 feet, but I'm 10 feet up, do I go 5 feet forward, or is the math more complicated than that?
Oh, well, from a 10-foot height, I'll give you an extra 5 feet just to make it fast.
Okay, what if, is it still just an additional 5 feet if I can jump 20 feet?
Yeah, because you're getting it from the height of the building, not from the distance you can jump.
Okay, great. Cyphered is going to try to nimbly spring into the rubble in the entrance of that building, using a rabbit hop.
All right.
I think I can get just about there. And like, with the nature of the action, this might be difficult, but kind of making some effort to stay kind of low in the way that she lands, so she's not immediately trying not to be immediately obvious to the big guy that's to the east of where she is. If that's not possible, that's fine, but that's the like effort in her landing. She doesn't just like spring up like, okay, I'm here, full height in the rubble, if that makes sense.
Sure, no, I got you. I mean, given the angles, some things have 100% will see you, some things might not, so go ahead and roll a stealth check. There are some things you cannot hide from where you just went through.
plus 10, that's 27.
All right, I have noted that. Or I should maybe you don't see any reaction from the thing that's casting the spell.
Okay, and of those two weird guys that are side by side, for clarity, which one is the maker and which one is the pile of meat?
The one on the right is wearing robes. The one on the left is a pile of meat.
Okay, great.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
That was my held action. I used.
Okay, and we were interrupting Esmond, I think. What did we interrupt?
Nothing. Esmond passed info along to Casey through the mind link, yelled for everyone to lower the creature back under the pallet, but also to clear the area, and moved and held his action. That's my turn.
Okay. And did you just follow his turn? That's what happened?
Yeah, I go after the bullet, right? Yeah.
Well, I meant Seifert, but okay. So yeah, we'll say she followed your turn.
Wait, what did you say to me?
I was trying to figure out who you interrupted with your action. I think it was just between turns. Okay. You see as the Fabricator begins its turn, it's weaving its spells. You learn something about it. And as the Architect of Demise, it may concentrate on up to 3 spells at a time and has 3 reactions. One of them is being consumed by the ritual.
Esmond, take notes.
I'm learning so much.
It begins to cast a spell. You learn something else about it.
I want these skills.
You see a black shield begin to appear around it.
Jess, they're not going to help you climb a rope.
That's what I'm for.
All right, your faith is being challenged right now.
Well, maybe if she has guidance and...
yeah!
What's the bull strength?
And then black motes begin to float around it. And... actually, one second. Can't do it. Just itself and the gelatinous cube.
Array, you hear in your head. This asshole's casting a ritual and still doing spells. You gotta silence it.
It's the plan all along. I'm just give me a second.
So slow.
Then
I know,
this
really.
turn, it hisses out and glances toward the undead railroad worker. The railroad worker gained advantage on its next attack, and it is healed if it is undead, but it's not missing hit points. Wait, yes it is. You see its wounds begin to heal. So it has blessed itself and the gelatinous cube, and it does cast Shield of Faith on itself. It is now holding concentration on 3 spells. And can hold one more.
When it rolls concentration to maintain it, does it roll it individually for each spell, or is it a lot? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, we'll do each spell. And the Fabricators gain access to its legendary actions. Now it's the undead, monstrous railroad worker. Its head snaps up, looking south. Salinger, roll stealth. If you're around.
So stealthy. Well played.
Nicely done. Salinger, are you there right now? Go back in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be sneaky.
Roll stealth. If you rolled it, it's not showing up.
I forgot the little submit box after clicking it. It's a strong roll. I'm sure I succeeded.
Better than that
It's a
guy.
15.
So
Wow.
not even noticing Salinger, the railroad worker. It's moving south. Makes it there. It's gonna take the dodge action. So that counts. And it gains its 1 legendary action. Ava, your turn.
Ava's about to move. Can you remind me, Chris, has the giant lizard thing used all of its legendary actions? Or
No, it's not.
no? Damn. All right. Yeah, Ava is going to make a run across the rubble toward a little bit closer towards Shalati. Oh, actually, this is a house. I can probably climb up on this thing, right?
Yes, it's just 10 feet at half speed, so 20 movement to get on the roof.
Okay. And climbs up onto the roof. Yeah, sort of gets a look over at everything. I think she can get to about here. Let me see if I can do that again. Ooh, can I move any further? Hold on. Let me see if there's any reason I can, any way to move further than this.
What is your movement?
40?
Okay, gotcha. Just for my convenience, don't stop on top of that undead guy.
I'll stop right to the right. And let's see. Haha! Perfect. All right. All right. Yeah. Climbs up on that thing. Takes a look around, and doesn't like what she sees at all. It's all terrible. It's all awful. Nope. Nothing really to be done. It doesn't look like everybody seems like they're okay. So Ava will just hold her action and in the mind link tell Esmond that I can, if you can get things under that, I can try to make it more powerful or hurt more, but you gotta make sure everyone's cleared out of the way. Looking down at Kibeth and little green, I don't know who the green person is, but all right, that's it. Held action, stay on right here. Okay. End of turn.
End of Doc's turn. Yeah, we'll go north. The Bullet King's going to take a legendary action. Turns towards Shalati. Opens its big mouth.
Sorry, I can't hear anything at the moment, so if it's doing something to me, I have no idea.
Convenient.
Oh, well, it is, but I'll type it for you.
Okay, my sound came back mysteriously.
Nice. I'm assuming a 13 is not going to hit you.
Red will not, no.
Yeah, just it takes a big chomp at you, but some of those serpents perhaps distract it as you're able to evade. Actually, you tell me. This big giant mouth coming toward you to swallow you up. How do you evade it?
I think as it comes straight forward, she simply it comes over, and I think she simply just does a Matrix Keanu thing.
Nice. Yeah, teeth snap in the air right above your head. Okay, Peach Pine.
Okay, so seeing all of her friends skirt through the little alleyway, Peach follows suit. She moves slowly at first, but then quickens her pace when she sees that shit has started to go down and stealth is no longer so much of a concern. I'm going to move around the corner here before I take my action, though, because I can't see what's going on. Oh, it's terrible. Can I see where Casey and Araya are from where I'm at? Am I just instantly ping where they are?
You cannot see them.
Okay, no worries. Oh, that looks ominous. Okay. All right, Peach is going to actually continue around the backside here. Into where? Okay.
Right, as you move through there, an undead townsfolk
Fair.
turns its head straight towards you. You see it begin to reach out toward you. It's noticed you.
Peach uses her action to pull Vethedron's rifle and attempt to load it, but that takes an entire action. But that would be her.
I think we can say it was already loaded.
Okay, it's already loaded. So then Peach shoots from the hip.
All right, you'll be disadvantaged for taking a range attack. Melee.
Yep, I do not have the rifle in my stat sheet yet. Do you tell me something I should?
Just roll two 20-sided dice.
Thank you.
And between turns, just add that to your stat sheet.
Yes, thank you. I will. I, for some reason, don't have the stat block. I know. Kevin sent it to me though. I just have to find it.
Seven and a 9. What's your dexterity bonus?
+4.
+4, so 13. What's your proficiency bonus?
I'm sorry, +3.
That's probably still fine.
Proficiency 4.
Yeah, you hit the creature flying from the hip. Actually, it's even worse than that because you have disadvantage from not scoping and you have disadvantage from the thing. So roll one more d20 just to be sure.
Okay.
For just a brief moment, you're not sure why sunglasses appear on your face. Boom! You hit the creature point blank without using the scope. As been do you round?
Yes.
Do you still have the rifle on your stat sheet?
Yes, it is 3d8 plus 2.
Roll 3d
Piercing.
plus 2, please.
Thank you.
12 damage. You blow off a big chunk of flesh, but the creature's still standing.
Okay, then Peach just kind of yelps and takes a... she doesn't disengage, she just kind of yelps and staggers back, but doesn't actually move out of there. But
Right.
End's turn.
Everyone hears a gun crack. Echo out from that building, but of snow falls from the roof. The end of Peach's turn. Fabricator is going to use legendary action. There's a green mote that appears over its head and then darts downward at Salinger. Ooh, but I don't think a 13's gonna hit. Wait, let me double check that. 3 plus 3 plus 2, that's not. That's why is that not? Yeah, I see. Okay, adding 4 to that. Does a 17 hit your armor class, Salinger?
No.
Yeah, this green mote comes flying in at you, and you get out of the way. Or stop it.
And considering I only missed because of the shield AC, he hits the shield up and it splatters against it, and little bits of that acid spinning around him, maybe singeing the edge of some threads of clothes, but not actually hurting him.
That sizzle on your shield. You see the creature looking on the turn of the undead Digsman Stein with a great sword in his hand. He swings like a bat.
Isn't this his first turn?
Yes!
Well, yes.
I
it
love the name of
was.
that weapon.
So he doesn't get to, unfortunately, take his first turn.
Oh,
Sword's
I think
cursed.
maybe it was better.
So
I was
he-
hoping she got the sword back.
That'd be great. He doesn't actually get to roll, unfortunately. Yeah, so he just stands there. You see him like gathering himself up off the ground and readies the sword. That's what he does. Array.
Quietly, quickly, to the building. I should be able to see the casty person, right?
Yeah. Well, the tower is very much in your way. Or the crane.
Okay.
And it's got like scaffolding under it, so it's not completely solid, but so you can see it, but there might be some obscurance if you're casting like a attack roll.
Sorry, I didn't have the line. This is within range. She's going to cast Silence on that ritual over there.
What's the radius?
20-foot radius. Here, let me put it in. But once she casts it, as is visible again. So, just.
Oh, hey, look at me.
Oh no, she missed.
No, I'm putting
I'm
it. Just like plop right on top of that ritual. Oh, I can't lift up your thingy.
Something like that?
Yes, that is lovely.
All right, yeah. And you see as soon as that appears there, there's a cock of the creature's head.
Casey, I did it.
I'd shut him up.
I think I've got 5 movement left. I'm gonna kind of back up a teens.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Doc, you hear in your head. Any way to keep that guy in the silence?
You hear her thinking, and Patrick will try to respond quickly.
Sure.
Cypher, do you see that pile of meat begin to tumble forward, heading south? Make another stealth roll, please. Doesn't seem to notice you.
That is a 33. 33.
Yeah, it's just rolling south, tumbling over itself, pulling itself along on its many limbs. It doesn't seem.
Cyphered will use a free action to telecommunicate with Casey. There's a meat pile on the move towards the courtyard.
How close?
We're in the building just above the northern of the 2 cranes.
You can get it under the logs. Ez will hit it.
I'm a little preoccupied on the maker.
Man, a zombie lashes out at Shalati.
You hear and Doc say back to Casey, I gotta get a little closer, but yeah, maybe.
Shalati zombie comes at you at the south. You're able to get out of the way.
I think it just sort of stumbles and clanks into the buckler on her left side, which she doesn't even notice at first until it hits her, and she's like, and then look for her, and then just looks.
Beth, you're out.
Okay, I'm going to use up 30 feet of movement to take out my hammer from the strap behind my back. And I'm going to hit that zombie in front of me that's holding my sword.
take a swing at Undead Digsman.
And does a 12 hit it?
Miller? A 12 parries with your own sword.
So rude. I'm going to try to hit it again. Is it 17?
17 hits.
Please hold for additional things. So
16.
that's 16 damage.
Damn.
Math. Great. 14 is bludgeoning, and 2 of it is radiant.
All of it works. Yeah, you smack him good. Stumbles. Effective damage.
And I yell towards the large creature, a taunt. Come and get me! And I'm gonna step underneath the crane. I'm gonna click the correct thing to make me move. And I'm gonna step. So if I'm underneath here, just out of curiosity, I think it's safe to assume that I'm in a danger zone.
Yeah, but right at the edge there, I would give you advantage on your saving throw if you need to make one.
And the saving throw would be athletics, probably, or acrobatics.
Just dexterity saving throw.
Oh, saving throw, not a skill check. Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna move a little further a bit then, just in case. Yeah, let me just think if there's anything else. Has the blue guy just north of me had a turn?
He's stomping down. Yeah, he's had a turn.
Do I have to use Stone Rune at the end of its turn? It just says when a creature you can see ends its turn within 30 feet of you, you can use reaction.
Yeah, it has to end its turn within 30 feet of you.
But I have to have done that at the end of its turn and, like,
Yes.
right after.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm doing for this turn.
The end of Kenneth's turn. Nothing. Okay. Case.
Yeah, Casey kind of surveys the chaos unfolding down there. And he snaps his fingers, and a ball of energy appears in one hand, and he kind of looks around at his friends down by the crane. He's like, all right. And he looks back up at the creature in the ball of silence. He snaps a second hand. Another ball of energy appears, not fire, not lightning. everything and anything all at once as it cycles through these different forms of energy, not making up his mind, and he lifts up these 2 balls of chaotic energy. And he cracks his neck because he doesn't take a step, and he hurls 1, 2 out at the gelatinous. Well, no. Yeah, out at the gelatinous cube, and at the Fabricator next to him, his 2 chaos bolts fly out. Since he's not moving.
They're going to gain 2 armor class because of the tower line of sight issue.
Okay. Okay. No problem. In case he doesn't miss. Usually. Yeah, since he has advantage, he'll use sneak attack dice. First attack, going at the Fabricator. This ball of chaos flies over the heads of his friends through narrow hole of the scaffolding and into the ball of silence as it no noise. Thing is, it is currently a 17 to hit.
Wait. Ooh. 17. It looks like it's having trouble getting through the shield.
Can't make it through. No. Casey leans just a little bit. He's lucky. It's got to hit.
Natural
You're
20.
Yeah, as he leans, the bolt leans with him and flies through. No noise, but a flash of light in this ball of silence as it strikes the Fabricator. So, I got 15. It is... Ooh, question. What does Casey know about thunder damage occurring in silence? Would it be negated?
Roll an Arcana check.
That's his best. It's fine.
Who knows?
Casey does. It hits with force damage. Does not proc it to jump, which it would have if it was thunder.
Alright, how much force damage are we looking at on the Fabricator?
So, if I take my first damage and then the crit, plus the d6 is first d6 and first of the other d6. That's 30 force damage from that strike.
That's it. Ooh. Let's see, it would lose concentration, potentially lose concentration on... What was the second one it did? The Bless. Oh, gets Bless bonus. Well, what's your DC? I don't know if it matters.
DC is 15, but
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Pris does have a...
Hmm.
So what I did with my damage roll was I took the first damage rolls for my D8 and D6, and then I took the crit damage. Should I have taken the first 2 damages?
I'm not sure I necessarily understand how you're breaking that up.
So when I re-rolled and crit, it rolled damage plus the crit damage. Which one of those 2 damages should I use as my crit damage?
Sorry, I still don't understand. You say you re-rolled, and that's where the crit damage came from?
Yeah, so I used my first damage roll.
Yeah.
And then on the second re-roll, it rolled damage plus crit.
Mhm.
And I normally would just use the damage, but I used the crit. Should I just use the damage on the re-roll as my crit damage?
Use the first roll as your base damage and the crit from the re-roll as your crit.
Okay. So yeah, I did it right then there. Well, no, it'll take an extra 3, so 33 total force damage if I'm using the crits from the reroll. Yeah, and still no proc.
Adding 3 damage. It is going to... You know what? It's going to use its legendary resistance to succeed on that failed save. So now it's down to 8. And maintains concentration.
Did it only fail 1 save? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a flash of light and energy inside this area of silence. And as soon as that subsides, a second ball enters and strikes the cube. 11 to hit.
It is stunned. Thank you. Yeah, so its armor class is just 10, so you hit it.
Yeah, so it is this time. It is hit with fire damage. And shoot, I didn't do my sneak attack damage on the first hit. So I'll have to roll that as well.
Yeah, you can still roll that, you just can't double it.
Oh, even though I called it?
Oh, did you call sneak attack?
Yeah, I said I'd be using sneak attack damage.
Yeah, then you can. Yeah.
Okay. Cool, I'll do that. But this second hit strikes for 12 fire damage, as it is a ball of fire that...
Be effective. Well, the sneak attack's going to change. Yeah, roll your sneak attack damage, because that's going to change the target number.
Okay. And for that... Yeah, you can use a total of the number in your sneak attack column per turn, right? All right, so this is going to end up being 4d6. An extra 14 force damage. So that'll be a total of 47, I believe.
What's the additional just from sneak attack?
14.
Okay, so that adds 7 to the target number. Yeah, so it doesn't use that legendary distance. It just loses concentration on those spells. Except for it is going to... It actually passes the ritual, so it holds on to them.
Okay.
But it loses the bless and the shield of faith.
Alright. Yeah. As Casey stands there, breathing a little bit harder than he was a moment before. He looks down at the chaos below him, all his friends spinning and parrying and whatnot, and kind of grins down at the scene. That's my turn.
So it is 11:04. We normally stop here. Does anyone need to go? Do you guys want to keep playing for a while?
I'm good.
Okay, we'll keep playing until somebody has to go. And don't feel bad if you do have to go, because this will be a multi-session long for sure. Yeah, Cypher, here.
I have a question. Does it count as an attack action if the attack you're making is with a thrown object?
Yes.
What will it cost movement to like light something on fire?
Does it cost some? It depends how you would be doing it.
I'm standing right next to flames. Is the area right beside me literally on fire?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's like debris that's on fire.
If I put my torch in it, would it light on fire?
Most likely. It would be an action probably to do that. Also. If you're a thief, you could use a cunning action.
But I have so many things I want to do with my action economy.
It's a thing. Well, I don't know. I guess like it's an actual torch, not like a piece of wood. You could do that with half movement.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, okay, hold on. I need to read one ability.
Sure.
How is jump distance normally calculated?
You can jump your strength score in feet. round up to the nearest.
Okay, cool. Okay, so she needs to spend half her movement lighting the torch on fire. So
Next player will be Salinger, just heads up.
and then she is going to spend 1 point of Vim in order to take dash as a bonus action.
All right.
When you dash, is it like regular movement in that you can break it up during your turn?
Yes.
Are you part rogue? You can dash without using the Vim.
Just as a bonus action?
Cunning action.
Cunning action.
Second level, I'll let you do that as a rogue.
Okay, then I'll do that instead.
As long as you
but
don't need the jump distance, because you don't get that from cunning action.
Oh wait, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, I don't need it.
Worth noting, if you leave out from behind the table, there's 0 chance of that creature not noticing you.
That's reasonable. So I will do the rogue way of I'll do cunning action instead. Yeah, okay. Other question. I would like to take a secondary weapon into my hand. Can I do that? And does that take up half of my movement to do that?
Yeah, but it costs half your base movement, so you have to have half of that remaining.
Okay, so
like let's say your movement's 30, you have to have 15 feet of movement to spend to do that.
Okay. Can I redo the order of operations then? In totality, I have enough movement to do those things.
Yeah, because there's not been any consequences to what you're doing yet.
Okay, so she'll use her base movement to light the torch, and she's going to take out an oil flask in her as like an offhand weapon.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The opposite.
Tell you what, before you do any of that, back when you're here and you're lighting the torch, you can even light the torch without being noticed. If you run north through that gap with a torch out, you're definitely going to be seen. You won't be stealthy anymore.
Yeah.
what she's trying to do will have that effect no matter what.
Cool. Sounds good. Just wanted you to be informed.
Cool. Yeah. So, lighting the torch. She has her oil flask out that uses up the base movement, and then she will take the dash as a bonus action using cunning action. And then as her action, she is going to attack by throwing the oil flask.
Right. Sounds good. Make your attack roll. I think just to aim it where you want. Are you trying to hit the creature or hit the ground?
Trying to hit the creature.
Okay. If you want the flesh to shatter, it's less likely that it shatters hitting this person.
Okay, she'll throw it at the ground at its feet then.
Okay. Make an attack roll, armor class 10. It shatters on the ground, shards of glass and oil splattering all over that space the creature occupies.
She will use her extra attack to throw the torch at the ground / at the creature's feet.
All right, make an attack roll, please.
Should I roll the stats for the oil flask again since it's thrown, or do I? The thing I have in my attack roll for the torch is as a melee weapon.
You're just making a just what just a ranged attack because it's like what 15 feet away.
I believe that the oil flask is literally just the same kind of deal. There's nothing added to it. It's just the
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. All right. As the torch hits the oil, ignites in the flames, that creature begins to howl and thrash. Flames begin to crawl up its robes. Nicely done. Yeah, and I'll take fire damage at the beginning of each of its turns, and it stops what it was doing. It was like casting a spell. Anything else?
that is it for Cypher's turn.
All right. Soldier.
Oh no. Did we decide that rage drops if you don't take damage for a round?
No, I think it's fine to keep it.
Or did we decide that
as long as there's
if I
perceivable,
wanted it to drop?
You can manually drop it, but I think there is an action economy involved.
That's why I was asking, because normally I would just not take damage and let it drop. So if that's not a thing, I would have to burn. I think it's a bonus action. Let me double check.
Yeah, you gotta take the bad with the good, unfortunately.
That's fair. That's what I asked. That means my option is to dash in and then have Poppy do a bonus action attack. So Sal is going to charge at the big bad Fabricator.
All right. You can't occupy the same square as the cube.
You said I can? As in I could be digested by occupying the same square as the cube?
If you'd like to.
I would prefer not to.
Oh, it gets real quiet.
Is that big ass skull difficult terrain?
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to gauge if it was like as big as me.
Just about is. It also provides a little bit of cover.
I like to think it wasn't actually necessary for the ritual. The Fabricator just brought it for vibe.
As aesthetic
Oh,
needs,
yeah.
very specific aesthetic needs.
I deeply respect that in character. Poppy will attack this thing and see how this goes.
All right. $17. The blind. 17 hits.
So 10 slashing damage against the Fabricator.
Discovered is resistant to slashing.
I figured that might be the case. Okay, I'm gonna end my turn as Sal kind of lowers his head, raises up the shield, says, as always comes up with good plans.
As you try to say that, you move your lips, nothing comes out. No one knows.
Oh yeah, silence. I think it real loud as well. All right, that's it for me.
And the Bullet Kings come. What's it gonna do?
Kubeth looks so tasty under all that weighted stuff.
Delicious.
She looks like the bullet too. Is it not attracted to all this plate over?
And the snakes sure do look delicious. Is gonna do a big bite. Big jaws coming for. Oof.
Whoa, damn.
It is not advantage, so that's not a natural 20.
Okay.
It is a 23 to hit.
That's still a pretty good, damn good damage roll. Yeah, I made this guy hit.
Alright, so you're looking at 45 points of. It's slashing. I think it's slashing. Piercing. And you need to make a DC 14 dexterity or strength saving throw, your choice.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a destiny point to have the. Well, no, I would just be rolling the 30 and it would still be a 23. Never mind.
It's not.
No, it's not
Wait,
advantage.
it's not advantage.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then
30
I'm
doesn't
gonna.
exist.
I'll burn a destiny point to have him re-roll the 23.
It's an 18, hit your armor class.
Just barely.
Please mark that in the log.
Will do.
But thank you, I appreciate it.
You made your saving throw, so you are not scooped into the creature's mouth. And it doesn't have anyone else in range that it wants to bite. However, it's going to use a bonus action. Regurgitate corpse. No sheet. Keep that natural 20 because I want. It's 2 natural 20s. So it vomits up undead Digsmanstein, who begins to pull herself up off the ground. Unfortunately, well, that initiative actually doesn't help her. It makes her move super, super far away from now. And that concludes the Blood King's turn. Its legendary actions refresh. That is going to end its turn. Yes. Up north, the undead meat pile flips around, starts heading for a cipher. All these arms come tumbling over themselves as it moves towards you. Where's its character sheet? It is going to reach out at you with a bite. Dozens of mouths. Oh my gosh, looking at a natural 20. 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
This game is
I can use a destiny point to make it re-roll that, right?
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Good choice. Dirty 20. The exact same damage roll. Interesting.
One second. Okay, I think. What are the rules of grappling?
Your movement is reduced to 0. That's really the only thing.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else that I can do to counter this, unless there's something obvious I'm missing.
Can I?
If you need to use a reaction.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think that I have any useful reaction
abilities to make it not hit me.
And you're looking at. And do you have anything that would potentially reduce damage? You're looking at 27.
Let me check. Let me check one thing. I think it's only for elemental damage, though. I can uncanny dodge.
Do you have uncanny dodge?
No, I think I'm 1 level shy, actually. That's a 5th level rogue ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, no, I cannot.
All right. You're looking at 27 points of piercing damage as these mouths bite onto you and you become grappled as hands grab onto you and they start pulling you in. The undead meat maker flails in pain. Takes 6 points of fire damage. Just fully effective. So it's loses concentration on what it was doing. It still can do things. Yeah.
Cypher will cry out in the telelink.
Yeah, this creature, the meat maker, actually. Makes sense. Yeah, it's going to try. It moves out towards you and reaches out with a withered, bony hand. Man, why does it not?
You can pass that. Chris, you just keep rolling max. I think something's off.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
It
Considering
is
all the
unbelievable. Literally unbelievable.
Is
Roll
anybody
20 suck
else
again.
getting really tired? Oof.
Yeah.
We need a hard technical reset.
I have to go here.
So you're currently looking at a natural 20 as this thing reaches out at you.
I'm definitely going to use another point of instinct.
Two is much. It's almost like a 20, just without a 0. So yeah,
And it will not hit.
and what's the name of your destiny points again?
Instinct.
Instinct.
Wait. Is there a reason why I had the die roll has like a no nan something in the formula?
No, it is weird.
Oh, it's not getting its full bonus. Something's wrong with it. But it rolled a... Oh wait, why is that?
It just adds its nan.
You just see a bunch of undead grandmas.
Grandma.
Chris, are you fudging the math so you get 20s every time?
Well, I just got
Or
it.
twos.
I just got a 2.
I feel like it's a very all highs and all lows and nothing in the middle.
But I wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's definitely some kind of deal he's made with some elder god where it's like, no, and for every 420s, I'll roll a 2.
only even numbers. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know what that is.
Something that's
It's a drama mod.
Let me see if it does
I don't
a
know what
front
that is,
attack.
he says convincingly.
Ignore this. Okay, it's just in that spell. I did it for both of them.
We can fix it later. I mean, it missed.
Yeah, there's just no way it hit you with the 2. I'll have to look what that is. I don't know. That's just in the compendium spell. Yeah, so it misses you. Yeah, it reaches out, but out of instinct, duck out of the way. Shalati.
Sorry, quick
Okay.
interaction. What channel do I put the destiny into?
Item changelog.
All right.
Ignore that. Oh, interesting. A 2 again.
Yeah, it seems to just be adding the. Whoa.
Aha.
Holy cow, on those damage rolls too.
Yeah, but if you parse the damage rolls, they're random. But yeah, this is just 2s and 20s. What's it doing that?
I'm gonna I want that weapon.
Well, this is just a compendium spell. Let me go and see what the actual thing is.
If we all survived this round and he was rolling straight 20s.
Well,
Everyone,
it's only been for inflict wounds that it's doing it.
yeah, everyone take that spell.
Chris, are you like missing a space?
I'm not the one who typed it. This is just straight from the compendium.
Well, did the compendium miss a space?
That's what I'm looking at right now to try to figure out. It's melee, spell attack. Keep going. I'll try to figure this out. So you guys are doing that.
Shalati looks at basically all the creatures gathered around, and then over at the, I assume, ready and waiting Esmond at this point.
You see him with his wand extended, looking like he's doing calculations, standing behind the crane.
Wait, are you not invisible anymore?
Nope, not after Araya casts silence.
So Shalati is going to recklessly draws her fist back and just boops the bullet on the nose. I guess I didn't need to do that, but so that will be 8 bludgeoning. As she does, the serpents swarm around her and bite at its face. And then she is going to disengage and will move over to here. And that should be it for me. Ishtalon is going to move up north a bit, and it'll basically just hang out in this corner next to Ava.
Alright, sounds good. Actually, Cypher, regain one of your extinct points, because I don't know why that... I can't figure out in the spell why that happened.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, it didn't happen on any other natural 20s, though. They're all... Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so you've moved... Yes.
does the bullet move at all?
It's not its turn. No.
No legendary actions after one.
Okay.
Should have all of them, I think.
No, it has its legendary actions. I'm just deciding if it's going to use it here. Yeah, I think so. It is going to use 2 legendary actions to follow after Shalati. Bullet rush.
Chris, the moment that it is underneath the pallet of the crane, please let me know.
It is right now.
I use my held action. No longer invisible. Esmond is looking up and down at the crane, trying to calculate if he can get up there in time. Sees everything happening with the bullet, and now watches it as it charges after Shalati. Okay, improvisation. Lightning bolt through the cable, aimed at the bullet as well.
Ooh, all right. Roll your damage. Your spell.
What the fuck?
Chris, we
Hold
know
on,
something.
I'm just
we know that
curious.
something is not going
Let's see.
right.
Yeah.
Let me
something
roll.
is
Yeah,
wrong
that's
here.
not
Oh, that
fair.
deck
Let's
save.
find
Fair.
out. Let me roll it again. Let me roll it again, and let's
It
see.
doesn't. No, that's not.
Oh, look at that! Not natural
No.
20s. So it was real.
No,
There's
Chris.
something
We know that
seriously
something is
skewed
not happening. This is
Such a
not.
fool. Come on.
Let me roll it one more time. Hold on. Let's see.
No,
Oh, look at that! It's not natural 20s.
He's turning that off. He presses the button when he wants it not to work.
Oh, one more time.
It's like a carny show.
Oh, look at that! It's not natural 20s that time either. They're real.
Does it actually?
Deal
Does
with
it actually
it.
have? Does it actually have advantage on the deck saves?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh,
I
in
will
that
use-
case, I'm gonna use a point of spice. He has to reroll. Can't
Use
have
a
the-
Hell
spice.
yes.
All right,
You're
I
rolling
rolled
re-roll.
both, so I'll be like,
He got a
"Fuck that."
15.
No, I'm going to re-roll it because those were test rolls. So I'm going to re-roll it now. As you use your point of spice. Does it look like anything when you use your spice?
It looks like Peach having a panic attack because that's what Kay looks like in real life.
All right, here we go. Re-rolling it now. 24.
It makes the deck save, so it takes half damage. But I also hit the cable, holding the pallet in place, so I don't know what that looks like. And I do 24 lightning damage to
It
it.
sears through the cable. You hear a snap, and then big pallet comes down,
Wait.
smashing into the
doesn't.
creature. It
Not
doesn't?
quite. It does, but a little bit different. As it starts to
Go on.
fall, I use my held action, and Ava casts Enlarge on the pallet.
Ooh,
It
let's
becomes
take a
twice
look.
as big and 8 times as heavy.
Ho ho ho. Now let's
Does that
see.
mean I have to make a
Well,
saving throw?
There's a slight problem. Enlarge has a range of 30 feet.
Yep. I have to get it as it's passing. Because I'm 29 feet away.
I'm gonna allow you a dexterity or wisdom ability check to catch that narrow, very narrow window. That'll work. All right.
Hell yeah.
So as it comes down, it grows in size. Literal tons of lumber smashing down onto the Bullet King. The creature roars, boom, and it crashes down into it. Wood scatters everywhere. The thing is knocked to the ground, sort of pinned beneath it. It currently can't move. It's stunned. And roll just twice a fireball's worth of damage. So 16d8. No. The other way around. 86? 16d6.
16. All right.
16d8. 16d8.
16d6.
All sixes.
All right, so I'm gonna roll 4 times. So it'll be, it'll be 5d8. No wait.
No, sixes.
Oh, d6s. Excuse me. All right. 16. 16d. All right.
What's your total bludgeoning damage?
That's 18, 22, 30, 40, 53, 57 bludgeoning damage. Plus an addition, well, plus 12 lightning damage since it made the dex save before as well.
All right, this all smashes down into the creature, pinning it to the ground. You can see it struggling to get up. It is stunned until the end of its next turn. Cannot take legendary actions until the end of its next turn.
Oh, thank God. It worked.
Yes.
We did it, Esmond.
Of course it worked. Of course
Oh,
it
we
would.
love you, nerds.
Esmond breathes out heavily, like steam coming off of him as the shocks, sparks of lightning kind of fade off of him. It's just, okay, let's go.
All right, so it is level 45. Do you want to stop here or keep going?
I'm still good to
On
go.
that good note.
Casey howls from the rooftop as this happens.
Ava just squeals in the mind link. It worked.
Right. Let's see. Esmond, anything else on your turn?
That was my held action.
All right. Anything else on your... What is now your turn?
Bonus action, I'm going to yell for Typhon to come to me, so he'll take, or it will take its full action movement to run towards me. Seeing the bullet and the giant creature, yeah, you know what? Esmond is also going to throw shield to the side, send out the grappling hook, so it picks up a large rock, spins and launches. I'm going to cast catapult at 2nd level.
All right.
And I'm specifically aiming. Excuse me. I'm specifically aiming at any of the runes that are on its body. I'm trying to damage those.
Roll. Roll Arcana. Yeah, you know it's possible, but it's hard to know what it'll take. However, 18.
Well, it's a dex save, 17.
It doesn't matter. He fails it.
It fails it.
So that'll be 18 plus 5 for 23 total bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so yeah. You batter the creature. It's struggling beneath all the logs.
And then Esmond will just announce to Shalati and Kibeth, attack the runes! Damage them, it'll shrink down. Or something will happen to it, just attack the runes! And that'll be my turn.
Alright. On the turn of the Fabricator, you see it lift its eyeless skull as though looking around. And there's this expression that crosses its face. Does it say something? Does it hiss? You're not really sure. It's Poppy, you can take a attack of opportunity if you would like.
Oh no, how do I respond to that in character? I don't know what noise she makes, but yeah, she'll attack.
Actually, no noise.
She's been hanging around Sal a lot, so it's a genteel southern kind of screech.
She tips her hat.
Raw.
Scree. Actually, I do think I like a feathered hat tip is a thing that should be drawn. I'll work on that.
Yeah, just roll that one. Oh, whoa, 25 will hit.
Cool. So yeah, she rakes him across one of those bony clawed arms of his as he tries to skitter away.
Absolutely. Yeah, but then you see the creature back up, and then you see it look around, and then looks southward again.
Concentration. Not that it's very likely, but
Oh, in fact, no, there's nothing for it to concentrate on. It has stopped.
oh,
So, do we interrupt it?
Yeah, let me give some description of that. Yeah, so as the creature's looking around, you see that all of the glowing of the runes of the magic circle beneath it fades down, and whatever's happening dissolves. The creature backs northward. Silence.
teamwork, y'all.
And the Fabricator on its turn wants to cast a spell. What's it gonna do?
Seeing the Fabricator slink out of the area where she sort of imagines the spell to be in effect, she's like, in mind link to Casey, she's like, shit, sorry, I couldn't get there in time.
It's on the run. Let's finish this.
Yeah. Though you can't hear what it's saying, Salinger, you see the creature begin to gesture. And it's casting a spell. See, blooming all around you, a yellowish cloud that spreads outward.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
If you take off
scared
that
to see-
second word, it's fine.
Just clouds. Let's cast clouds here.
If you take off the first letter, it's basically just silent.
Loudkill. Better than silent but deadly.
Oh,
Clouds are actually terribly heavy. They would crush him to death. They just put clouds on him.
I mean, he's carrying that's such a huge sword. That makes sense. He's super heavy.
Oh, keep it PG.
Um,
No, it just made me really amused to think of the idea of a spell specifically just made to kill Cloud from FF7.
Sephiroth's interest is piqued.
Okay.
I get that reference.
I just keep thinking about someone casting a life spell on these undead bosses. It's one hit kill.
Yeah, you have cast your best healing spells on these undead.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have to roll in that first turn. So I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, okay.
I think so, actually.
You make it on when you start your turn there?
I
When you
think so.
start your turn or enter it for the first time.
Yeah. So if he's cast on top of him, I don't think it takes effect until his turn, because he didn't pass into it.
Yeah, I don't believe so. Yeah, so it just appears there.
You're gonna have the jelly roll too, right?
I can, but it's pretty irrelevant because it's immune.
Jelly roll.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I know, I struggled with that too.
So it wouldn't actually do anything to it. Okay, so we cast a spell. It's a little spell.
So not to be the downer, but I think midnight is my pumpkin time.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fading fast too.
So that's good. It is going to gesture, and you see that the gelatinous cube begins to warble a little bit. Doesn't do anything else. Don't think so. Legendary actions refresh. Yeah, that was the end of the creature's turn. Alright. Well, we got a few minutes left, and let's make the most of it. The undead monstrous railroad worker. Actually. Can make it there. You see it stops, it turns, and whips its head around. Moves after Salinger. Now it is going to have to make a save.
I don't think it can see Sal.
It can't. You have
Heavily
explained in
obscured.
the past that Cloud Kill is imperceptible.
It'll be a disadvantage on the attack, definitely. It can't,
Okay.
yeah, it's heavily obscured. There's this thing. Where did I put the... sorry. Ah, there we go. Constitution saving throw.
Damn.
Wow. Jeez, another natural 20.
On a roll.
So the creature just wades into the fog. I'm just going to make it is advantage. It becomes a regular attack against Salinger.
Chris, I just need you to know that you moved 1 square out of range from the thing I was gonna do, and I'm cracking up.
Oh no. Hopefully in a good way. Yeah, so it takes this big piece of metal and comes in swinging at Salinger. 25 to hit. Is that going to stand?
Yeah, I'll just take half damage because of the rage. I'm taking 21.
All right, yeah, it comes in, boom, hits you.
Wait, is it disadvantaged?
Well, it had advantage.
Oh, gotcha. Missed it.
All right. Okay, Doc, your turn.
All right. You know what? I think I'll just I'll take a week to think about it.
All right, sounds good. So that is where we're going to end for tonight.
This is pretty fantastic.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. I
Part
can't believe
keeps
one of our
made
plans.
that enlarge. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so good.
Probably the best our plans have ever gone.
Nicely done.
It fell apart initially, but we were able to execute what would have been stage 1 or 2 of the initial plan. So yeah, I feel good about that.
I think it's the best we've ever done, like objectively.
We hit all our major goals.
No one died.
Yeah.
And the beefy people were, I think, were the ones who got hit, so that's good. Because oh my god, did they hit hard.
Comparatively. Oh my god, right? All right, folks, I gotta head.
Yeah.
See y'all next time.
Good
Bye.
night.
See you
Yeah,
next
so-
week.
Right.
I will as well. Thank you for the
Yeah.
session. See y'all next time.
Bye.
See you guys next week.
Night.
That was great.
That was thrilling.
Chris, you were killing it on the 20s. Good grief.
Good rolls.
Teach Casey your secrets.
Bad guys don't miss.